Have you ever wished you could just hit pause on life for a minute? Well, what if I told you one business is trying to sell exactly that feeling? Today, we're diving into the amazing case study of the Old Dream Cafe, a company that's figured out how to turn something as abstract as nostalgia into a real and really profitable business.
This right here is the core spirit of the whole cafe. It's beautiful, right? It's not about being stuck in the past. It's about using that warm, fuzzy feeling of memory to actually create something new. And honestly, this idea sets the tone for everything they do.
And this is the central puzzle we're going to unpack. In our world, everything is about speed, efficiency, getting things done faster. So how on earth do you build a successful business that's all about slowing down? The Old Dream Cafe is a pretty compelling answer. Let's see how they pull it off.
Okay, so first things first. To really get this business, you have to understand the feeling it's selling. Because this isn't just about a cup of coffee. No, it's about creating a little sanctuary, a hideout from the crazy rush of modern life.
The founders actually call it a time corner. How cool is that? It's a place where the clock just seems to tick a little bit slower. The whole mission is to use the simple ritual of drinking coffee to unlock memories and give you a genuine moment of peace.
And you know, this whole idea wasn't cooked up in some corporate boardroom. It came from a super personal experience, that amazing feeling of stumbling into an old coffee shop where time itself just felt different. They basically wanted to bottle that feeling up and share it with everyone.
All right, so you've got this great origin story. But how do you build that into a core philosophy? Because that's what really separates the Old Dream Cafe from the thousands of other coffee shops out there.
And at this slide, this gets right to the heart of their entire business model. Think about it. Most coffee shops, they sell a commodity. It's all about speed, convenience, your functional caffeine fix. The Old Dream Cafe, they flip the script completely. They're selling time. They're selling emotion. They're not filling a functional need, but a much deeper experiential one.
And this philosophy isn't just some fluffy idea either. It's built on three very distinct pillars. You've got nostalgic warmth for that sense of comfort and security. Then there's humanistic exchange. It's all about building a community. And of course, a deep quality commitment. Because let's be real, it can't just be a gimmick. The coffee itself has to be absolutely top-notch.
So that's the why, that's the philosophy. But how do you actually design an experience that feels like you're literally stepping into a memory? Let's take a look at how they bring this whole dream to life. They've got this really methodical, four-part approach. It all starts with the physical atmosphere. Then it extends to the products themselves. That feeling is deepened through cultural events, and finally, it's made portable through their merchandise. You see how each piece reinforces the others? It's brilliant.
And just look at how meticulously they build that feeling. It is a full-on sensory experience. You've got the retro industrial style, the dim, warm lighting, a perfectly curated soundtrack of jazz and lo-fi, and even a signature scent, that smell of coffee mixed with wood and sandalwood. They've thought of everything.
And get this, the storytelling continues right on the menu. You're not just ordering a latte, you're ordering an afternoon piano or a first love pudding latte. Every single name is designed to spark a feeling or a memory. It turns a simple purchase into part of the whole experience.
But it's not just a passive space where you sit and drink coffee. By hosting things like art exhibitions, book clubs, and music salons, they actually transform the cafe into this living, breathing community hub. And that's how you turn customers who came for the vibe into loyal community members who stay for the connection.
Okay, this all sounds wonderfully romantic, I know. But is it actually a viable business? Can you make money selling memories? Let's peel back that final layer and look at the hard numbers that make this dream a reality. First of all, the market is huge. Taiwan's coffee market is worth over 80 billion new Taiwan dollars every year. People aren't just drinking coffee to wake up anymore. They're actively seeking out unique experiences. And that is exactly where Old Dream Cafe fits in. And they are laser-focused on their target customer. The core group is 25 to 40-year-olds, people who really value lifestyle and aesthetics. But they also pull in students and older art lovers. And what do all these people have in common? They appreciate a great atmosphere, and they're willing to pay a little extra for a quality experience. So, what does it take to get a place like this off the ground? Well, the business plan estimates an initial investment of about 2.1 million new Taiwan dollars, which is roughly 70,000 US dollars. And the biggest costs, as you might guess, are that custom retro decor and the high-end coffee equipment. Now, here's where things get really, really smart. Look at this diversified revenue model. Sure,
Food and drinks make up the core at 60%, but a full 40% of their income is projected to come from other places: merchandise, event tickets, renting out the space, even memberships. This makes the business so much more resilient.
And here it is, the bottom line. Based on their projections, about 80 customers a day, they figure they can recoup that entire $2.1 million investment in about 2 years. That right there proves that a business built on emotion can also be a very, very sound financial bet.
So, the model works. We've established that. But what's next? You can bet the plan doesn't stop with just one successful cafe.
They have a super clear roadmap for growth. In the short term, it's all about cementing their local identity. Midterm, they're going to launch an online store and create their own signature events. And the long-term goal? To expand to new cities and become the landmark brand for nostalgic culture.
And that brings us right back full circle to their core mission. The ultimate vision isn't just to sell more coffee, it's to become a true cultural landmark. A place that's famous for being where people can connect with their past in order to create their future.
It's just a brilliant model, merging emotion and commerce so perfectly. And it leaves us with this final thought to chew on. In a world that feels increasingly disconnected, maybe a longing for the past, for nostalgia, isn't just a fleeting feeling. Maybe it's one of the most powerful and untapped brand stories of our time.